Yo, 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 welcome back, everybody. Getting ready to watch some PRA PSN Wreckfest Season 23 Silver Series action. I'm going to be your host tonight, Wired, and joining me in the booth, the one and only Petrie. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, man. Ready to see some fun action on these ridiculous tracks.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting one. I mean, we saw it in bronze. You make a slight mistake and grab those walls, and you are going for a ride.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a car fly higher than Alpha Boss.
Shout out Alpha Boss. He decided he wanted to be Rocket Man today.
Yeah, it was perfect.
I love that he stuck the landing too. That was great.
Yeah.
But it seems like we're going to have a small crew for the Silver Series. As Squeller said in the previous stream, we realized that the driver retention doing this bi-weekly is fading off quite a bit here near the end of the season. So he's going to be putting out a poll in a few weeks after the season's over, see if we want to go back to weekly or stick with the bi-weekly and just kind of feel how the community's feeling. So
Yeah, I liked the idea of the bi-weekly. Obviously, I didn't race at all this season, but
yeah,
there's like that. It just works better for family time and whatnot.
yeah, for sure. And that was
For me,
a big reason why I wanted to try it out. Was we were spread really thin because I am needed over here for PSN Wreckfest. I'm needed over in iRacing. So we were all spread pretty thin. This was an attempt to help that out a little bit, but
yeah,
if it's not working for the community, we will make sacrifices and do what we can to put on the best product. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. But as qualifying's going on here, I'm going to pull up the season's point standings after week 4. That's the wrong series. Here it is. So far in first, we have Mr. Wumbo with 153 points, 2 poles, 3 fast laps, 3 wins. Absolutely having a stellar season. And he has a good gap. He's got a gap of 19 points over the man in second, Mr. Black Armor Rookie, with 134 points. So it's kind of starting to look like this is Wumbo's championship to lose.
yeah. Wumbo's, if he just stays toward the top, he should be all right.
Yeah, it just needs to be, a consistent top 3 driver here to the end of the season, and I think he'll be able to clinch it. The real story, though, is this battle between second, third, and fourth. Second is obviously Black Armor, as I said, with 134. In third, Grandpa with 133 points.
Attaboy.
In fourth is Nuclear, who unfortunately is not here right now, with 132 points. So small gap going for that podium position for sure.
Did Nuclear take LPP, or does he just not show up yet?
I am not sure. Let me go take a look at LPP. He's not signed up there. Let me see if he signed up for the race, because he might just be a little late.
Hopefully he'll make it.
I don't see him in the signups either, so
Oh, man.
not too sure if something came up and he's not able to run anymore or what the case may be, but we are sad to see him not be here tonight. So
It looks like Slick came in too hot on the first corner both times, so he's not going to get a great qualifying. He hit that wall at the end.
yeah, and that is going to be the challenge here. We dropped the qualifying laps from 5 to 3 here because this track is the longest track we have on the circuit this season. So it almost adds a little bit of extra pressure of like, hey, I only have 2 flying laps to really get something done here.
Yeah.
Which in the Silver Series, which we always say is at the same pace as Gold, just maybe not quite as consistent, we might see some guys having some rough times in this qualifying, like Slick.
Yeah.
So far, we have the man Temp on pole position with 118.355. Wumbo not too far behind him. Obviously, they still have their final laps coming in here soon.
That Black Armor's coming right in the last chicane here.
Let's hop on board with him, see if he can improve his 119.1 at all. Maybe try and catch or pass these guys.
No, he could not.
Well, he does improve to an
118, 981.
18.9, just not quite enough. Man Temp crosses the line, no improvement. Looks like Leet will be the next one to cross the line, and he is into the wall, taking it a little too hot through that final chicane. As we saw him run very, very well in the Bronze Series just a moment ago. 2 second-place finishes, 2 pole positions, and a fast lap. But he just seemed to be a magnet for these walls.
Grandpa finished smacking both sides of the walls.
Yeah, this is
back and forth.
This is a vicious last corner. If you don't hit it just right, I mean, you're going for a full ride. Wumbo crosses the line.
On to second.
He improves, but he's 26 thousandths too slow to get that pole position. So, Man Temp starting on the pole for race number 1 tonight. Is that his first pole position? Let's go take a look, because I like numbers. Let's see. This will be his first pole position. All he has acquired so far this season is 1 fast lap, so maybe he can double down, get another one here. But my pick, unfortunately, is still going to be Wumbo. My old teammate. I got to cheer him on no matter what.
Yeah, I think Wumbo will take it. He's been pretty solid all season. Yeah, I mean, it obviously shows in the points, but I'm gonna cheer for my homie Graham Paul.
Heck yeah, Graham's always such a good pick. That man is so consistent. The only reason I didn't pick him here is because we have an oval coming up.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that'll be him and Wumbo in the battle for first.
Yeah, Wumbo's also very strong on ovals. Wumbo really surprised me during that team draft. You know, I picked him up really late in the draft, and he was just a stellar performer, like running pretty close to my lap times, was running super well on the ovals too. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, this guy is definitely a silver champion, maybe even a gold contender, and looks like we're going to be able to see that next season.
Yeah, it's nice to see when, you know, I mean, like when I was on a team with Colt, he would just post a video or post a line, and yeah, just I watched it and capitalized. I mean, it only made me better.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. I mean, I always joke around and say that I've taken a bunch of people under my wing and taught them the way, but you know, really being on a team with some of these guys, Wumbo being one of them, just being able to show what I'm doing and hopping into practice sessions with your group, and I always told them, like, any questions you have, ask me. I really think it's beneficial in learning a lot faster.
Yeah, it really helps.
You know, it helps when you have some of the fastest guys in the game in the league helping you tune your lines. Yeah. And
W showing us all the lines that he takes. And
hey, I was proud this week to be the one to send the hot laps.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I had a pretty disappointing performance last race, sorry. I finished 7th out of 8 and then 9th out of 9th. So, pretty poor performance for me.
Drytown?
Yeah, it was Drytown and Savalac Short. I just had zero time to put any effort into it at all.
Yep, I feel that.
So that's kind of what happens. You don't have the time, and it is what it is. Yeah.
Wumbo better slow down. So back it up.
Red flag, Rumble. Red flag. Got Tate in the chat. No Texas again this week. Yeah, unfortunately not. He's kind of been MIA on Discord today, but hopefully everything's all right. He's probably just hanging out on Wreckfest too. But
all right, here we go.
Yes, sir. We are stacked up, packed up. And green flag running. I think he just wanted to get him a little closer to that corner so that there wasn't as much speed going into it.
Smart. Sorry, I stepped on it.
It is smart, but it is not something that is going to be happening in that Gold Series, because if anyone should be able to get through that corner safely, it should be us. But then again, you never know. So
I'm riding with Lee, and he's been banging on the side.
just
Slick a bunch.
beating the crap out of Slick back there. I could hear him. Yeah, I'm riding on with Grandpa because this battle up here, first, second, and third, is still quite strong. And that's a big difference from the Bronze Series. Is all these guys are still grouped so close together.
Yeah, it's real tight.
Slick diving in on the inside of Grandpa, not able to get the position. And it looks like Graham's going to carry just enough more speed to be able to take this corner up here. Slick does carry more speed, and Leet is pushing him through the corner. Giving him a little
I guess
bump.
Leet's push kind of slowed Slick down, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of think Slick just wasn't really ready for it and checked up because, you know, when you got someone coming in behind you hot like that, it can be a little scary.
Right. Leet into the wall, Slick in the Graham a little bit.
But no harm, no foul. Everyone's still going straight, and we are getting a clear two-pack split. You got the front three of Temp, Black Armor Rookie, and Wumbo. And then the backpack of Graham, Slick, and Leet. We kind of saw that in the qualifying times also. These were the only three in the 118s, so. They also seem to just not be battling, whereas the guys back there are beating the crap out of each other in every single chance they get.
Yeah.
As Slick is into Grandpa going through the corner once again.
Yeah, it looks like Temp's stretching it out just a little bit more every corner.
Yeah, Grandpa just really needs Slick to leave him alone here, and Slick really needs Lee to leave him alone.
Yeah, it's just beating and banging, slowing each other down.
Yeah, and because of that, this front group of three is just starting to pull away. Looks like Graham was able to get some space on Slick, so hopefully they can run some clean laps here.
So it looks like Graham touched the inside corner.
Yeah, but he still was able to carry a bunch of speed through it. Slick went very wide. Like I said in that bronze chat, that braking point in this car is so tricky to nail.
Yeah, it's really hard.
And there's really not much on the outside of the map to really get a good reference for, so you're kind of just doing it based off of feel.
Yeah, you guys were running different specific tires for this track?
Yeah, so really wild. I sent my hot lap with the tune. I think it was a 117.3 that I sent in. And D West messages me. I sent it in, said it was a 3-gear. I get a message from D West. He's like, no, that's a 2-gear. I'm like, no, Westberg, this is a 3-gear. Like,
Yeah.
so we start diving into it. Like, why is Westberg in a 2-gear and it's working for him? Like, what's going on?
Right.
He told me his top speed in each gear, and they were all different. Like, what is happening? Like, how did you break this game?
Oh.
Then he said, are you running the tournament tires? I was like, no, I didn't know there was tournament tires for this car. Well, turns out the tournament tires adds not a max top speed at the top gear, but it just, each gear is a little bit taller, so it's gets you a little farther. It's very strange.
Yeah, I wonder why they did that, or if they even knew that they made it that way.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but especially on this track here, I very heavily suggest the tournament tires. Specifically for these S's, which the guys are just getting out of right now. I found in the 3-gear, it was just really in between rocking it in 2nd gear or 3rd gear through the corner, like very in between. But on the tournament tires, you're in a 2-gear ratio. You can just sit it in 3rd and it feels perfectly fine.
Wow.
So shout out to D West for that find.
Yeah. D West, the game breaker here.
He really is. This man finds all the little things about this game. He also has the wildest like lag spikes and ghost hits
He does.
I've ever seen.
They're just fun to watch.
They're really great. It's fantastic. I'm always watching the Bumskeg Block Bonanza, seeing what shenanigans Wetberg is having happen to him.
Yep, same.
Looks like Wumbo and Black Armor here are starting to battle it out a little bit.
yeah, Wumbo keeps on getting close to him in the corners, bump him and bang him a little bit, but he must be letting Black Armor go a little bit more so they can try to catch up.
Yeah, and like I said, very smart move is to just let it rock. It's a very long track. You still have 3 laps to go once you cross the line, 4 laps to go even. So plenty of time left here. Pretty smart on him to hold up a little bit, try and reel in temp. But temp does have the fast lap of the race so far with a 1:18.403. Not too far off his qualifying time. Black Armor and Wumbo pretty much have the same lap. They're separated by not even 100th of a second.
Ooh, Wumbo came in too hot there. Damn it.
He did, but he didn't get any component damage. Likely has a little bit of cosmetic damage. Unfortunately, we can't see that because Bugbear decided to break that when they made the spectator mode. Big sad.
Yeah. But that gave Graham a little bit better run on Wumbo. He's getting a little bit closer to Wumbo now.
And you know what? Graham just ran his best lap of the race and qualifying. He's got a 1:18.5, so currently the second fastest lap on track. Looks like he's starting to get into a groove here. It looks like Leet and Slick are still back here just beating the crap out of each other every chance they get. You love to see it. The new rookie blood battling out with one of the longer running participants here in PRA, Slick.
Yes, it's been around a while.
Yeah, not quite as long as you or I, but definitely not too far off.
Right.
At least for me. I know you were here before I was, so.
Yeah, I think I was only in 1 or 2 seasons before you, maybe.
Okay, right on. So kind of just before the big explosion happened.
Yeah.
Grandpa able to get around Wumbo there. Sorry I wasn't able to catch that, but
Oh, yeah.
very, very big for Graham here. Up into that podium position now. And it looks like they must have been battling hard because Black Armor is gone. Wumbo gives Graham a bump into the corner, but looks like he's going to let him keep the position. Maybe not.
Oh, come on, Graham.
Did Graham just say you
wanted to
go?
make it a race.
Come
He
on,
did.
Graham.
Battle him, Graham. Let's fight.
And a little bit of heartbreak for Mr. Black Armor up here. You know, definitely pushing, trying to catch temp. He is off of the fast lap by 1,000th of a second.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Very well done from these silver drivers so far. Slick and Leet still beating the crap out of each other, but very clean race throughout. It's good to see no Texas ticklers being thrown out today.
There's still time.
Don't worry.
Leet pulled ahead of Slick.
Did he? The bronze boy.
Oh, boy.
Hitting him with the slide job, maybe pushing his nose into the wall a little bit there, but it's all business when it comes to racing, apparently. And Slick, smart to check up a little bit early as Leet does go a little too far inside. Gonna tap that wall. They're too wide through the chicane. Oh,
that's scary. Oh, God.
Kudos to those boys for making that one work. Oh, it's Slick into the... Oh, my God, they're dead.
Slick let Leet go now.
Somehow they keep it straight.
Man.
Temp improving his time that last time by a 1:18.360, so 5,000ths off his qualifying lap. Definitely running very strong here. And have we had a temp win? May this be the first PRA temp win? Am I crazy in saying that?
I don't know.
If someone in the chat knows, can you fact check me? Because that would be really cool. I know he doesn't have any this season. Let's see.
Squalor pinged out.
Oh boy. That is not great.
Hopefully we have enough time to finish this last lap.
We should be able to. It usually lets you finish out the race, and then then it'll boot everyone after the race. But Temp does have some wins. He gathered a couple wins in our previous season, so not his first PRA win, but his first of the season, so I bet it feels good nonetheless.
Did Temp start in silver or did he start in bronze?
I believe we started Temp in bronze with Texas.
Oh no, what happened?
And Inferno.
Oh, Temp just missed that corner.
So that's going to give Black Armor a last chance here to maybe pull away with a sneaky win at the end of this race.
Wow, looks like Temp pulled it out. I'm going to clip that because that was scary.
You know what? It looked good on Temp. If he did make a big mistake, he held on to it, kept his head, and he's running really good still. Putting on a gap on Black Armor. He just has a couple more corners here. It's really only the last chicane that is the scary part now. Will he make it through clean, or will he take after Alpha Boss and take flight?
Oh, take flight. Oh, God.
Black Armor hits it.
Oh, no.
Doesn't take flight, but he's going to lose the position to Wumbo.
Oh, no.
Here on the last lap of Motor City Reverse, Wumbo able to steal a second out of nowhere. But shout out to Temp for the win. Wumbo in second, Black Armor in third, Graham Paul in fourth, our bronze driver Leet in fifth, and Slick bringing home the field in sixth. We are going to get Temp up into here for a quick interview, and then we'll figure out where we're going to go for the next lobby. So I will shoot him a quick invite. And there it is. Let's invite Temp up into here.
What's going on?
What's going on? There he is, the man of the hour.
Yeah. I almost gave it away at the end there.
Scary, dude.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if that was lag or not.
I don't know what's going on. I was getting 17 fours and high threes yesterday, and I'm a second off my pace.
It's Squeller's laggy server. We'll just put it on that.
Yeah, I like that. There you go.
Yeah.
Nah, very well done, man. I mean, you really ran away at the start of that race. Like you said, bit of a mistake there at the end, almost lost it, but you kept your head, kept your cool, and was able to pull away with a good win.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, if I can get my nerves under control, I'll do a lot better. That's all.
Hey, for sure, but getting that first one on the season always feels good, so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well done, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so look forward to the oval. See how it goes.
Right on. Well, congratulations on your win once again, and good luck at Big Valley Outer, man.
Appreciate it. Later.
Later. Let's see. Does Mr. Squeller have a lobby up again?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm also going to check my Discord, see if he's asking me to do anything. He has not messaged me yet. I guess I always got to check the old phone, see if he texts me. No text messages. All right. Well, we are going to be waiting here until... Oh, there it is. Server back up.
There it is.
And everyone hopping back in. So, like I said, going into the first race, Mr. Graham Paul. That is my man for the win here.
Yeah, I like it.
You know, always
a Grandpa guy.
Always so strong on the ovals, too. This guy is a menace on an oval. But Wumbo, also very strong on an oval. It looks like we have King Saturn hopping in.
Oh, King Saturn.
Maybe coming to ruffle some feathers, shake some things up. Good to see, good to see. Always nice to have an extra car on track. This is going to be an interesting race. I definitely think it's not going to spread out quite as much as that Bronze Series did. Bronze Series spread out pretty good near the end.
Yeah, hopefully we'll keep it tight here. And
especially on the ovals. Like if there's no battles on the ovals, it's so hard to commentate them.
Right.
Like you just got to make up stuff as you go. As you saw, me and Squeller just kind of rambled about Wreckfest 2 for a bit, and we just find something.
Yep.
Maybe we'll give a shout out to your previous unlucky endeavors in PRA.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Man, I remember the first time I ever raced with you in a series was season 11, Road Slayer C-Class.
The Road Slayer, yep.
And you were by far one of the fastest guys in that series, but man, it felt like every race something went wrong for you. Something.
Yeah, most of the time it was on myself. The one, though, that I remember specifically was at Espadon.
Yes.
On that first chicane, I was on the outside, got pushed out, and just smacked into the wall.
I remember that like it was yesterday, dude, because I remember seeing it and just in my head, I'm like, no, Petrie, like you were doing so good, man.
Yeah, because I think it was on a restart, too, because I think Millsy and I were at the front.
Oh, yeah, you and Millsy were
He was in first and I was
gone.
second.
You and Millsy were gone. They were like, we weren't catching you. And then, because it was me, Ty, and Graham, I think, were battling for third, fourth, and fifth. And so we were real happy to see that caution because got to catch up to you fast jerks. And then I bet you it was Ty that pushed you out. I almost guarantee it.
Oh, darn Ty.
Oh, man. I love that dude.
Yeah. Good dude.
I think my favorite
Everyone
memory...
race was so fun.
Oh, yeah. He's always a blast. One of my favorite moments with Ty was on Hilltop. I actually think it was that same season. Hilltop Oval. And all he says... Oh, no, it was Gremlins. So it was a little afterwards. But all he says at the start of the race was, my only goal is to not kill anybody. Lap 1, exit of 2, hits the wall, murders the entire field. Like, Ty, how do you do this, man? Like,
No, it's so funny.
it doesn't matter if it's his fault for overdriving or not. The slightest mistake and he kills anyone in his path. But I'll be interested to see if anyone does the little strategy I was talking about in that bronze series. We also have the qualifying lobby set up wrong, so shout out Squeller. I think you've been doing this long enough, Riley, but here we are. That's right, I name dropped you.
Got him. But it still looks like Wumbo would be 1, 10th would be 2, Black Armor 3, Elite 4, Grand 5, and Saturn 6.
I definitely expect to see Graham improve that.
Yes.
Unless he has had no practice. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't know what to do here. But I'm not seeing anyone go for that really wide sweeping line coming out of 4 to carry momentum into the start of your lap. If you pay attention to the gold stream after this, you're going to see at the very least me, D West, and Colt doing it. It doesn't save much, but it's possible to get into the point threes doing it.
Oh.
Me and Wetberg have been skill checked and we can't get into the point threes anymore, but it's possible. Graham has improved his time slightly, but not enough to jump into the point fives. Let's ride on board with him as he does a lap here. Looks like he's just sitting a little too high. He's not turning in quite fast enough. So he's not really maximizing the track. Does a lot better in 3 and 4, though, of maximizing it. So good to see. No improvement. It's really interesting to only see one guy in the point fours here. I definitely expected to see a couple.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a couple in the race.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. I always struggle in qualifying. That's my worst trait in anything I do ever. But when it comes to race time, I mean, you got 40 laps, and there's a lot less pressure on you during those 40 laps that I expect to see most of these guys get into the point fours.
Yeah.
Graham on his last lap, no improvement. So Graham is going to be starting
improvement.
back in 5th. My boy, what are you doing?
We have Wumbo, Temp, Black Armor, top 3. And then so Slick dropped out. He just didn't come back.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did. I guess he never returned. It's a little unfortunate.
Yeah. Was hoping to see him in the oval too.
I feel like he's not really an oval guy, though, you know?
I suppose. Yeah. But in A class, I still have the number 5 time here.
Do ya? Up in A class?
With the Bulldog. I had the first place time for months and months and months. And then Outlier took it from me. And then 3 other people have since as well.
Yeah, Outlier tends to do that kind of stuff.
Yep. He and I had a couple battles here and there on different tracks for fast laps.
I am proud to say that I am the world record holder in B class here.
Attaboy.
I remember I saw, I forget who, I think it was D West who showed me the wall ride. And
oh, yeah.
Once I saw that and I saw Colt's time, I went over to PC to try it. I think I got world record over there too. And then I came back, saw that his time was worse than the old record on PC. I was like, maybe I can do it here too.
Yeah.
I was not pushed. It's a full wall ride, Inferno. You leave me alone.
Got Saturn and Graham beating and banging in the back.
Giving each other some love at the start of this race here. You love to see it. Ain't nothing wrong with trading paint on a pace lap. Saturn hopped into the wrong line, but here we are. We are green flag running here on Big Valley Outer. Saturn's gone. He's going into the inner oval. Grandpa gets a good start on Leet. He's up into 4th. Looks like he's going to try and hold some outside speed here and get a good run. Just catches the wall on the exit.
Too high.
That's what's so tough about this car is like you can go up on that high line, but it just understeers so much because of how heavy it is that you run that risk.
Yeah. It loves that wall, that's for sure.
And the wall loves it. It just, when it gets a grip, it never lets go. Looks like we're pretty nose to tails already, so we might be in for a long one here, Petrie.
Well, let's see a couple spin outs.
Yeah,
we'll get some cautions going.
Might have to tune into King Saturn and see if he's going into the inner oval anymore. We just need to see these front guys battle. If they start battling out a little bit, you know, anything can happen. Grandpa, heavy into lead.
Graham, nice swipe.
Nice little love tap to the rear quarter panel there. Raven, what's going on? Good to see you. And we have a tie for the fast lap with Wumbo and Temp right now with a 20.479. It's It's very rare to see a tie in the lap times, but I've been seeing it more and more recently.
Yeah, it seems to happen more often.
I don't know if that's something to do with the game or if these guys are just getting so much closer in competition that we're running the exact same lap. Let's see what's going on in the field. Everyone's nose to tail. Nothing really going on. Graham up into the wall, so he's going to lose a lot of time on Leet. Leet is one who's improving so fast. New to the league this year and already showing strong bronze championship potential. And he's been running pretty solid with these silver guys. A little rough around the edges, but it's to be expected when he's new to the league.
Right. Yeah, he's been fun to watch every week. It's been cool to see him usually in the top.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like he's one of those guys that just gets the crap end of the stick or has something go wrong for him every race, but he's still able to turn it around and come back for really solid finishes. I mean, look at today. He was in second. Actually, I think he was leading Motor City at one point, and then just kind of got shafted a little bit. Was pretty much back of the pack, and then was able to turn around for a second place finish. Like, that takes a lot of talent to be able to do that.
Right.
Looks like we don't got much going on in the field, though. Everyone's still just trying to stay nose to tail. I hope that it picks up a little bit near the end of the race once we get to crunch time.
It looks like Wumbo finally put a little bit more of a faster lap up.
That he did. Temp also was able to improve his time, so both of them maybe starting to settle into a little bit of a groove here.
Saturn already dropped out.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, it's tough on an oval, especially when there's only 6 cars. If it's hard to get a caution. Raven's asking who's talking from a shoebox. Quite hard to understand them. That's our boy Petrie. It's okay.
That's me. I have the typical this PlayStation gear. I have the whatever PlayStation headset.
Hey, we'll appreciate anyone, no matter what they sound like on the stream, for coming out to help.
And I also have a soft voice.
That's right. Very soft-spoken man. Always so calm. It's nice. It's been a while since me and you got to hang out and talk, so it's good to be up in here commentating some talented Silver Series racers.
Yeah, Wumbo's stretching it out a little bit more, but looks like Temp and Black Armor have a bigger gap between them now.
Yeah, for sure. It really seems like Black Armor's kind of plateauing around that 0.5, mid-0.5s, whereas these two up front running very strong, both with mid-4s as their best lap, and I'm assuming consistency is a lot higher also. Let's see what Rumble... Yeah, Wumbo just ran a 0.477 that lap. Temp was actually, I wasn't able to get a good look at it. We'll see after this lap here. Yeah, he ran a 4.82 that lap. So it seems like these front two are running pretty consistent 0.4s, and that would be a very key factor as to why they're starting to pull a gap on Black Armor here. Black Armor really in no man's land. Not quite enough with the guys in front to battle them, and just fast enough to stay away from these two guys behind him.
Yeah, just needs to tune that carb a little bit tighter. A little more juice in there.
Yeah, I also flirted around with the idea of running half off full here. I also tried out some 4 differential. It seems fast, but I just didn't feel as consistent on it. So I don't know. There's definitely some stuff you could do. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of these guys running some interesting little setups.
Yeah, especially on this oval, I do like the feeling better of running a 4 differential. It makes the car feel a lot smoother,
Yeah.
but I think it still slows it down just a little bit.
Yeah, I found the issue was the turning in just felt a little too tight for my liking. It was hard to get that
Okay.
rotation in, especially in a big boat of a car like this where you have to turn a year before the corner. When you had that 4 diff, you had to turn about 5 years before the corner.
Yeah.
Let's see, Graham and Leet, they've been really back and forth. Like Leet will put on a gap, and then he makes a mistake. Graham catches, then Leet will put on a gap, make a mistake. Graham catches. They're just playing cat and mouse back here for 4th and 5th.
Yeah. Oh, Graham cutting through the grass, trying it, and it pushes him into the wall.
That's all right, because Leet was also into the wall that lap, so
Yeah.
no time lost.
Yeah, one of my greatest achievements in that Road Slayer season here was that I caught Teague.
I remember that.
Yep, I couldn't believe I caught Teague. I got him.
And Teague was running very strong that race, too. He was doing really well.
Yeah, but I was cutting way low into the grass, at least one tire into the grass to try to cut the track as much as possible to catch him. But
Hey, and isn't that the goal of racing? Shortest distance possible, you know?
exactly. Some people might frown on my strategy.
Hey, there's no
NASCAR
rule.
especially.
Well, if you're in a NASCAR and you hit the grass, you're going for a ride.
Yeah. Oh no, Lee.
Lead up into the
Lee
wall. Graham around the outside. Will he be able to hold it?
Looks like Graham's got the speed until Lee. Okay. There we go. Here's a nice battle now.
Yeah, we're going to ride on board with this one. See, I think Leet might be running on a tighter setup. He might be on a full stability or a 4 diff. He's not spinning
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
tire
look like his-
nearly as much.
Yeah, and his tail doesn't slide out too much further. Unless he's got that much control, which is cool, but
If he has that much control in bronze, I am scared for when this guy gets real fast.
yeah, right.
Because it is tough to hold that kind of an angle in this car with half off half and 5 diff. It's difficult. It's not easy. A lot of people, they make fun of oval racing. I'm one of those ones who make fun of it every once in a while. But
Yeah, you just turn left, right?
I know it's
Go fast, turn left.
so simple. Foot floor go is what they tell me. But it really is an art in keeping your
It
car
really
as
is,
stable
yeah.
as possible, and especially on a game with no draft, it makes it a lot more difficult to overtake, which is what we're kind of running into here. But being able to keep that car nice and tight, as straight as possible through the corner is going to gain you the most exit speed, and that's what you need. Graham opting to run this like mid-high line right now is very interesting to me.
Yeah. Seems like it's working for him. Or at least he likes the feel of it, it seems.
It does feel really nice. I mean, like, it kind of just catches in a groove, and you can just push. No steering inputs. It's what they call neutral steer in the racing world,
Sure.
where you don't have to turn your wheel. You're just using the pedals to turn. And now he's really up on that high line. Let's hop on board with him. As Leet slides up, a little bit of contact, Graham into the wall. Whew. Some close racing with Leet.
Sorry, is this caution cut off for
Yeah, once they cross the line here for lap 36, that is caution cutoff.
okay.
They will be green to the end, and it's looking like this is Wumbo's race to lose at this point.
Yep. Graham came in with the undercut there to take it back from Lee.
Yeah, and that's likely just a little bit of a experience difference there. Graham's been around for just a hair longer than me. He joined at the start of the season, and I joined a little late to the party, but he's been around since season 10, so this is his 13th season under his belt. And he hits the undercut again. Beautifully done.
Yeah, that was awesome.
No contact. Just giving him a wave as he's passing him. Shake and bake, baby.
Yeah, Lee's holding on to a lot more speed there.
And that's the thing with that outside line is you carry a lot more momentum, but you lose so much time in the corner itself.
Yeah.
Lee trying to pinch Graham off lower. Very smart, actually.
Yeah, well done.
Killed the momentum a little bit. Then up front, Wumbo still has a nice little gap here on temp. He's going to take the white flag. We're going to ride on board with Wumbo here for the last lap. See if he can put down a faster time here on his last lap. That'd be pretty cool. So he comes into 3. Runs a little bit wide, so I don't think he'll be improving, but gets out of the corner clean, and he will be the race winner for race number 2. Temp coming in second. Black Armor rookie in 3rd. Leet. It's looking like he's going to be coming home in 4th. Oh boy. And Grandpa bringing home the rear in 5th. My pick is gone. Man.
Graham just couldn't bring it up there, unfortunately.
Yeah, he likely just didn't have time to practice. And,
Yep.
when you have guys like Wumbo and Temp who are running all week for 2 weeks, it's tough to catch them.
Right.
Let's see if we can't get Wumbo up in the booth here. Give him a little invite. Been a while since I talked to this guy, too. It'll be nice.
All right. What was your team name?
There he is, Mr. Wumbo, part of Mystery Inc.
Yes, sir. My hand hurts. That's
Well
probably
done,
the
Wumbo.
only oval I don't like. And I love ovals. That was just so boring.
Yeah, it makes
Big and long.
it a lot tougher, too, when it's, only 5 cars on track.
Yeah, I wish if Nuclear was there and Soul Pun and all the guys, it would have been a lot closer. I started
Yeah,
going on
absolutely.
the outside to see if Temp would catch up to me because they kept making fun of me for going away.
Yeah, well,
Nah, that track's just monotonous.
it really is. It's a one-groove track for the most part. I mean, you can run the high line. It's just pretty tough.
Yeah, I was getting times in the high line, but I think it's just this car. Like, for whatever reason, this car was getting really tight off the end of the turn.
Yeah.
And so it was just getting really, really hard to kind of keep it any kind of speed in it. I feel like if we were in the Boomer or something, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wumbo for gold.
Yep, Wumbo's getting gold.
Yeah, I think that's been established.
He is extending his points lead after that one, so yeah, it's...
I think I extended it by 1, maybe 2.
Well, hey, you really lucked out in Motor City there with Black Armor's unfortunate last lap blunder.
Yeah, and I was going to give it back to him, and then I saw Graham coming, and I thought to myself, if he doesn't know what I'm doing, he's going to plow through both of us. So I was like, I'll just cross it.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Take those wins where you can get them.
Yeah, I was in no need to force anything on that track. I tried it once in Black Armor. I was like, you know what? I don't need to win. This isn't worth it.
Fair enough. Anyways, buddy, congrats on that win and extending your point lead. So good luck in the final race of the season, the championship race. I'm cheering you on, as always.
Enjoy my last week of fun before I get shoved up into gold, where I don't belong.
Hey, it's fine up there. Don't even worry about
Good
it.
time, man.
Wumbo to gold.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night,
Good
brother.
job, guys.
And that was your race number 2 winner, Mr. Wumbo. Congratulations to him. And congratulations to... Holy crap, who won the first one? Temp! That's right. How could I forget?
Temp.
Congratulations to those two. Good racing all around there in the Silver Series, but don't go too far. Starting in about 10 minutes will be the Gold Series. Get ready to see the top dogs pull the gloves off. Anyways,
All right,
guys.
man, it'll be exciting.
Yes, sir. Petrie, thanks for coming out and hanging out with me up in the booth. It was good having you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, anytime. The place is welcome to you always.
All right.
All right, guys. You all have a good night. Make sure you tune in for that Gold Series. We'll see you later.